Fortnite weekly challenges are back here in Season 7, and they're bigger and better than ever, and they're also a little bit different than we've seen in the past. Typically, in the past, the weekly challenges have all built up to Week 7, where we actually get the reveal of a super secret skin like the Blockbuster skin or Enforcer or the AIM skin like we've seen in the past. However, in Season 7 here, the weekly challenges are a little bit different. This season, for Season 7, we do have the Snowfall skin, which is going to be a secret skin similar to Blockbuster or Enforcer or AIM. However, this season with the Snowfall skin, in order to actually unlock it, you have to complete a total of 60 weekly challenges, which is a lot different. Typically in the past, like I said, it's been 7 weeks, and in week 7 we actually are able to unlock that secret skin. However, in order to complete 60 weekly challenges, we're going to have technically 8.5 weeks worth of challenges, meaning we won't be able to see the Snowfall skin until week 9 here in Fortnite. But we do have weekly challenges every single week, and of course you guys know here on the channel we cover them. We give you guys exactly what the leaked challenges are early so you guys can prepare for them, and exactly how to complete them in the quickest and most efficient ways possible. If you guys are brand new here, be sure to drop that subscription, turn on those channel notifications, and give this video a big old thumbs up. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump in and take a look at the Season 7 Week 2 challenges here in Fortnite Battle Royale. Keep in mind, these challenges do leak early via data mining, so there's a chance that 1 or 2 of them might change, so it is always a good idea to double check the actual challenge list from the main menu of Fortnite on Thursdays when the challenges go live. But these are actual official in-game files, so take that for what it's worth. Our first challenge here in week 2 of Season 7 is going to be search a chest in different named locations. For this one, we're going to have to search a chest in 7 different named locations. Personally, I like this challenge a whole lot more than the search chests in Risky Reels challenges like we've seen in the past. Those pretty much make like 50-60 people always drop in the same location in every single match. This one definitely spreads people out a little bit more across the map, and honestly it's pretty easy to complete, especially when we have our brand new iceberg biome. There's a lot of new points of interest and named locations to visit, so you do actually get a nice selection of exactly where you want to land in order to search your 7 chests in different named locations. Our second challenge this week is going to be damage opponents with different types of weapons. For this one, you're going to have to damage opponents with 5 different weapons, or different types of weapons as this challenge actually specifies. Keep in mind, you don't have to do this all in one match. This is just over the course of however many matches it takes you to complete. What I am a little bit confused about here though is whether or not we're actually able to use like different assault rifles, and if that'll actually count towards this challenge, or if it's just like assault rifles as a category in general. Of course, we've got like the gray AR, the gold SCAR, the purple FAMAS, so if we kill somebody, or damage somebody rather, with a gold SCAR and a purple FAMAS, does that count as 1 point towards this challenge, or 2? Or do I have to use like an assault rifle, an SMG, a rocket launcher, a sniper, a shotgun, a pistol, and like an LMG? That's what, 6 categories. You only have to do it with 5 different categories, but I'm kind of curious to see how this challenge is exactly going to work. But we do know we're going to have to damage opponents with different types of weapons, and to be specific, 5 different types of weapons in order to get this challenge done. Our next challenge is eliminate 3 opponents in Snobby Shores or Fatal Fields. I like that it gives us the option to do one or the other. Now, you don't have to eliminate all 3 opponents in just one of these locations. You don't have to do all 3 in Snobby Shores or all 3 in Fatal. You can do like 2 in Snobby or 1 in Fatal, or all 3 if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. As long as you eliminate 3 opponents in either of these locations, you'll be able to complete the challenge here. Our next challenge here is a staged one. Unfortunately, because the challenges do leak early, we're not able to actually see the future stages, but we do know stage 1 is visit Snobby Shores and Pleasant Park in a single match. Of course, we've seen challenges pretty similar to this in the past, so I would assume stage 2 is going to be something like visit Wailing Woods and Tomato Temple in one match, or Retail Row and Salty Springs in one match, something like that. Unfortunately, you can't actually complete multiple stages in one match. You're only able to do 1 stage per match, so that means when you do actually complete stage 1, you need to go back into the challenges screen and actually figure out what stage 2 is from there, then stage 3, so on and so forth. Our next challenge this week is play the sheet music near Pleasant Park and Lonely Lodge. And as you guys heard me mention, some of these challenges are subject to change because they leak early. And I think that if any challenges change this week, it's going to be this one, because obviously last season we had this challenge. However, I do know that the giant pianos are still sitting outside of Pleasant Park and outside of Lonely Lodge, sort of in between Retail Row and Lonely. And like I said, we did have this challenge last season, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a repeat challenge and maybe just the sheet music is different this time, or if this is just a placeholder challenge and it actually will get changed when the new update goes live. We're gonna have to wait and see on that. Our 6th challenge this week is complete a dance-off in an abandoned mansion. Now, here's what's kind of tricky about this challenge. we're not actually 100% sure what abandoned mansion this challenge is referring to. If I had to guess, I'm gonna assume this abandoned mansion is actually the big like stronghold house that's located just south of Lonely Lodge, I believe. It was one of the bases in the Heroes versus Villains season. I would assume that's the mansion in question here, but like I said, we're not actually 100% sure. It could potentially be a different house on the map, but like I said, my best guess is that little stronghold house that is located in between Lonely Lodge and the Gus racetrack. And then we've got our final and 7th challenge here in week 2 of season 7, and it is eliminate an opponent from at least 50 meters away. Now, hearing that and reading that, that might seem like kind of a difficult challenge. Like 50 meters might seem like a pretty decent distance, but honestly, once you get in game, it's really not that far at all. I mean, I feel like 50 meters is probably the equivalent of like one end of the street and tilted to the other end. Maybe that's even less than that. Like, trust me, 50 meters is not a super far distance at all. If you get any decent sniper kills, it'll probably just happen naturally. And honestly, even if you're just playing the game regularly, you'll probably end up getting this challenge complete just by trying to kill people and go for some quick eliminations. It won't be too difficult at all. And there you guys have it. Those are all of the Season 7 Week 2 challenges here in Fortnite, but we're not done yet. Just like last season for the Season 6 challenges, we like to give you guys the best tips and tricks in order to complete these challenges as fast and as efficiently as possible. Not only do we want to let you guys know what the leaked challenges are, but also the best ways to do them so that when they actually do drop on Thursday, you guys can jump right into battle and complete these challenges super fast and super easy. So starting back at the beginning, searching a chest in different named locations, honestly, you could potentially complete this challenge in one match if you really tried for it and you got kind of lucky. Really, this challenge is going to be super easy if you go into an LTM where the map ends up getting split. That way you don't have to worry about people killing you on your half the map, and really you only have to worry about your other teammates going for chests nearby. But if you land at kind of a random named location and just try and grab one chest and then immediately go to another named location that's right by it, you can easily get multiple chests in one match, maybe even all 7, like I said, if you get kind of lucky. Moving on, dealing damage to opponents with different types of weapons. This one is sort of going to be luck of the draw when it comes to actually getting the weapons in game, but all you have to do is deal damage. I mean, that means you could technically deal 1 damage to an opponent and you'd get 1 point for this. So just make sure you pick up an AR at some point and deal some damage with it, an SMG at some point, a sniper, a shotgun, a pistol, a launcher, an LMG, whatever it may be. As long as you deal at least some damage with 5 different types of weapons, you'll have this challenge in the bag. Eliminating 3 opponents in Snobby Shores or Fatal Fields won't be too bad at all. Since you have the choice, you can go to either location, whichever one you prefer, and since this is a weekly challenge, you'll have quite a bit of other people landing there with you also trying to complete the challenge. I mean, so definitely be prepared for battle, but also there's going to be a lot of potential kills there waiting for you, so it shouldn't take you too long to do that. That one will just happen naturally if you land there. Visiting Snobby Shores and Pleasant Park in a single match, sort of like the chest one, if you play a mode like 50 versus 50 or any of the LTMs where the map is actually split, you can probably get this challenge done super easy if your bus is on that side of the map. If not, you're just going to have to wait until you get a lobby and a battle bus that is on that side of the map, but really it won't take you too long to do since all you have to do is visit these different locations. Not to mention, if you do play a mode with glider redeploy enabled, then you can just build up into the sky and then glide from location to location and it won't take very long at all. Playing the sheet music near Pleasant Park and Lonely Lodge, for one, you're going to probably have to find the sheet music, and then to play it, it's just going to be reading the sheet music off the notes. If you guys are kind of confused and don't really know how to read it, I'm sure there are going to be plenty of tutorials up on YouTube and on Google, so I just hop on one of those platforms, search it up, and I'm sure you guys will be able to complete that one super easy just off of the various tutorials. Completing a dance-off in an abandoned mansion. All you have to do with this one, I would assume, is just dance either maybe by yourself even. I'm not sure if you have to dance with another player or not, but just dance. I mean, you don't have to get any kills. All you have to do is find said abandoned mansion, which, like I said, I would assume is just outside of Lonely Lodge, and dance with either an enemy, a teammate in squads, whatever it may be, and that's a super easy challenge to do too. And then finally, eliminating an opponent from at least 50 meters away. Once again, I think it's just going to be something that happens naturally. I mean, even if you're not going for this challenge, you're probably going to get this challenge pretty easy. Snipers are going to be super easy to actually do this challenge with, even ARs if you can just tap fire with a SCAR, something that does high damage in AK. As long as you can stay locked onto a target at a decent distance, 50 meters is really not too bad at all in game. And there you guys have it. Those are all of the Season 7 Week 2 challenges and how to complete them as quickly and as efficiently as possible. If this video helped you guys out, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And if you guys are brand new here to the Simply Viral channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way you never miss another upload, as throughout all of Season 7, we'll be uploading the weekly challenges here early before the challenges actually go live when they leak, and giving you guys the best tips to complete said challenges in the quickest ways possible. That way you guys can get your brand new Snowfall skin as soon as it's available for unlocking. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.